Good morning, students. Welcome to the series of Lesson 9 Movement in Animals, Part 3. In this part, we will study about the joints. In the previous video, we have studied about the skeleton system and parts of the skeleton. So, first of all, today you are ready. You have to do some activity. Yes, be ready. Are you ready? Yes. Rotate your shoulder. You can rotate your arm around your shoulder. Start rotating. Yes, very good. Start rotating. And you have to feel in how many direction you can rotate your shoulder. Yes, very good. You can move your arm sideways, very good, upwards and downwards. Now you have to bend your arm at the elbow. Can you bend it backward? Yes, no, you can't bend it backward. Now you have to bend your leg at the knee. Bend your leg at the knee. Yes, you can't bend it beyond 180 degree. Observe, you can't bend your leg beyond 180 degree. Yes, now you have to turn your neck. In how many direction you can turn your neck? Observe, you can turn your neck around, up and down and side to side. So from the movement of certain parts of our body, we can see that a few parts can be moved easily in various directions. Some other parts can be moved only in one or two directions or through a certain angle only. Or you can observe some parts can't be moved at all. Why are we able to move only certain parts in our body? From the observation made in the previous section, we noticed that movement of body part is possible only where two parts of our body meet. If you examine such locations into your body, you will find that all such locations two or more bones are joined. The locations in our body, whether two or more bones are joined, are called bone joints, or simply you can say joints. All our movements are brought about by joints and muscles. At joints, the bones are held together by ligaments. There are different types of joints in our body. Yes. So now I will explain you types of bone joints. First, fixed joints. First we will study about the fixed joints. The joints about which movement of bones is not possible. Movement is not possible are called fixed joint. The chipper-like joint of cranium that is known as brain case is a fixed joint. It does not show any movement, so it is fixed. Now, movable joints. Second category of joint is movable joints. These are of two types: freely movable joints and partially movable joints. Freely movable joints and partially movable joints. Freely movable joints, if we will see freely movable joints, these joints move freely, and in the partially movable joints, these joints allow slightly movements and allow flexibility. Where these are present, these joints provide support, and these are present in the backbone. These are present in the backbone. So how many kinds of joints we have studied? First, you can say fixed joints, or you can say immovable joints. They don't move. Main function of these joints is to protect the soft internal organs. For example, the bones of the skull are held together, which helps to protect the brain. And second, we have studied about the movable joints, which are again of two types: freely movable joint and partially movable joint. In the freely movable joints, joints can move freely, whereas in the partially movable joints, these joints allow free slight movement and allow flexibility. These joints provide support, and these joints are present in the backbone. So now we will describe movable joints, which are of four main kinds. First is ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. In the ball and socket joint, the spherical ball-like end of one bone fits into a hollow cup-like depression of the other bone. This type of joint allows the movement of the body part in several directions. Okay, ball and socket joint permits movement of bone in all directions. The joint between the shoulder and upper arm, where it is present? It is present between the shoulder and the upper arm, and between the thigh and hip. They are ball and socket joint. Now, hinge joint. Second category of joint is hinge joints. They allow movement only in the one direction and only up to 180 degree Celsius. The knee joint is a hinge joint, and elbow joint is a hinge joint. And third category of joint, pivotal joint. Pivotal. The ball on a stick type of joint is called pivotal joint. The pivotal joint allows movement in many planes, up and down, side to side. Find out this kind of joint where it is present into your body. The joint of skull to the first two vertebrae of the backbone is a pivotal joint. This kind of joint. The skull is joined to the vertebral column in such a way that it rotates on the pivot-like upper end of the vertebral column. The movement of the neck is only due to this kind of joint. It allows move from side to side and bend forward and back. Okay, now next category of joint is gliding joints. Last category of joint is gliding. If you will see the joints into your whole body, which I will show you in the human skeleton, then you will observe only these kinds of joints are there which are present in our body. The joint which allow only a limited movement due to sliding nature of cartilage is called gliding joint. Movable joints of the backbone are gliding joint. In the backbone, movable joints which allow only a limited movement only due to sliding nature of the cartilage is known as gliding joint. Now see in this diagram, as you are able to see, all these four kinds of joints are there, where hinge joints are present, where gliding joint, ball and socket joints, and due to these joints our body move. You have to draw this diagram into your notebook, and you have to write down each kind of joint where it is present. So today what we have studied, what do you mean by a joint, how many kinds of joints are there, and how our body show movement only due to these joints. This you have to read on page number 111, 112. We have studied, and tomorrow in the next video we will study about the how does the human body move. About cartilage we will read movement in animals. In the next video we will study about that. Thank you. Have a nice day.